Good evening, and thank you for choosing News Channel 5. I'm Jeff Goldblatt. It was so realistic that I felt like a giant overlooking the town. Excuse me for a second as I try my first s'more here.
Pretty good?
You know, it does taste like a s'more. It's very good, yeah.
Now, before the carnival today, there was a parade that I attended where I talked to club members about why this carnival is so important to them.
Hi, and welcome to Space Time on KCWX. I'm Jeff Goldblatt. That's right, Lauren. Today is National Space Day, and I'm talking about one of the most beautiful natural phenomenon that happens on planet Earth. A meteoroid becomes a meteor when it enters Earth's atmosphere, burns up, and produces a streak of light.
As you can see, it's still snowing out here.
It's been a selfless birthday for one selfless young man. And no matter who wins or loses, one thing is obvious: all the riders are here to have a good time. It was absolutely freezing this morning, but that didn't stop members of the community from honoring our fallen veterans.
Those aphids are just so tiny.
They're so small you can't see them without a microscope, which is why they've eluded winemakers for years.
I'm comfortable in saying that these phylloxera have been present in western Colorado since 2013.
This tiny aphid-like insect is now threatening the wine industry in Mesa County in a big way.
They suck juices out of the roots and probably inject some sort of toxin, and we get a real distortion of the root growth of the fine roots.
Vines are dying in a very, very small acre area right now.
There's no one that successfully eradicated this bug, unfortunately.
Officials say there is hope. Between the two species of grapevine, American and European, one doesn't mind the presence of phylloxera.
The American species in the wild, or even American species or crosses with it in cultivation, they have tolerance.
With 85% of the grapevines in Mesa County the European species, the plan is to delay the infestation with grafted roots.
The ultimate solution was that you use a grafted vine, where the root is actually formed by an American species, and then you graft your susceptible European grape variety right back on top of it.
Kaspari says the technique doesn't eliminate phylloxera, but a grafted vine won't be affected by the bug.
All these rows behind are all grafted. You can see good vigor throughout.
My advice to growers has been to start planning on how in the next decade can I get my vineyard replanted to resistant rootstock and stay in business.
For the wineries and the vineyards that don't have rootstock, it's just going to be learning those techniques and taking the time to replant and replanting in stages.
Officials say it is a plan that will take time.
We can stage it over time. It's not like it's an all or nothing situation. You replace plants as needed.
But there are some concerns.
If we use a rootstock and then we have a really hard winter and that vine dies, we can't just regrow a vine from the rootstock.
So it does increase our production cost. We have to protect the graft unit before winter, then unhill the soil in spring.
With Mesa County being significant to the wine industry,
We're the largest AVA, an American viticultural area. We grow 85% of all of the grapes in the whole state.
it's important to our economy.
The Colorado wine industry brings in, I believe it was $44 million. When you add tourism into that, you add another $100 million.
With the plan already in place, officials say there won't be a shortage of Colorado-grown grapes.
It's going to affect the grower's pocketbook because we do have to replant. And that's where, that's the biggest impact. It won't be on the production side.
Honestly, over and all, I'm not super concerned. I really do trust that our growers are going to do a great job and continue to make us excellent grapes and varieties.
The fight against phylloxera has industry officials hoping to keep Mesa County the wine capital of Colorado. Reporting in Mesa County, I'm Jeff Goldblatt for News Channel 5.
For skiers and snowboarders, there is no greater feeling than being on the mountain. And one young woman won't let anything have that feeling taken away from her.
Well, I love being on the slope so much that I knew I had to find a way to get out on them again.
On October 23, 2010, Elizabeth Dunn was in a car accident that changed her life forever.
I had a spinal cord injury at the C6 level, so I have use of like half of my arms, and then obviously everything from my chest down is affected, so I have feeling. I'm an incomplete injury, so I have some feeling and a little bit of control below my level of injury, but not too much.
But Liz won't let her injury stop her, which may be easier said than done.
Any spinal cord injury is pretty traumatic. It's severing all or parts of your spinal cord, which leads to sensory and motor impairments. It's not just walking that an individual is missing, but it's kind of every day-to-day activity that you need to learn all over.
Luckily, there are adaptive skiing programs to help people get back on the slopes.
Adaptive skiing is any type of snow skiing that is adapted for anybody who has maybe a physical or cognitive disability or injury.
Something that Liz says she's extremely grateful for.
Yeah, I'm just like any other skier on the slopes, really. So it's kind of be nice to be included, and it's hard, but it's so much fun.
Liz proves that with hard work and determination, nothing can take away from your dreams. Reporting from Aspen Snowmass Village, I'm Jeff Goldblatt for News Channel 5.